Hello, hello, what's up everyone? This is Jaiko here. Welcome back to the Forgotten City Part 6. Uh, Leaving off exactly where I left my last screen. So, let's roll. So, um, quick recap. We got to figure out either the plats, or we gotta figure out... Hmm... Or we gotta figure out the, how to trick the gods. You know what? Let's try looking at the statues first and see if there's anything they can help us with. Oh, look,
Salve, friend.
it's Gal again.
Mind telling me who you are?
I'm Jaiko. I'm a little busy right now.
All right then.
There. Oh, that's a very prominent grunt. Right?
Keep an eye out for Santilla, would you?
I want to talk to the boss. You know what I mean? Oh, let's talk to her.
Don't mind me. I just live here. Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
You know, some people say it's the creation of an all-seeing god who's watching everything we do. But what kind of an awful, incompetent god would let my sister go missing on his or her watch?
Maybe it's best if you don't insulting God, just in case.
Oh, I'd say it to their faces if they had the courage to show themselves.
Ooh.
Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to say for yourself? No response. Nothing. That's what I thought.
Well, at least we know blasphemy doesn't break the Golden Rule.
I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job. Either that, or, like people are saying, it really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving.
It's definitely real.
Oh, and I suppose I'll just have to take the word of a know-nothing barbarian who just arrived, will I?
I'll be going now.
I trust you can see yourself out.
Okay, where's the old man? Okay, there he is.
We're finally alone. I assume you already...
I'm Jaiko, we've had this conversation before.
We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the Golden Rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here? I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over. Is that about right? If so, what happened?
I couldn't stop it from being broken.
Ah, I see. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered, and do better next time. Now, I assume you've sought me out again for a reason.
What's your story? Let's do that first. Let's do the good old-fashioned questionnaires for them.
Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians.
Who is the...
It's a cavalry officer. I had 30 men under my command. This was my uniform.
Why are you still wearing it?
As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent.
Oh, wow. He is actually a valid and genuine nice guy as well. How did you end up here?
My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing by the water's edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest.
How did you come to be magistrate?
I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead.
Let's talk about something else.
Very well.
What do you think about the Golden Rule?
I've had plenty of time to think about it. Let me see if I can sum up my thoughts. I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of the Roman people. Our survival and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the gods what they want and we all prosper. Dishonor them and we all die. It's as simple as that. The real enemy in this place is not the Golden Rule, but human failings. The temptation to slide into degeneracy, greed, and hubris. I trust that answers your question.
Do you know a way out of here?
If I did, I'd have led these people out of here already.
I was hoping to ask you some questions about my investigation. What do you... Oh wait, I think... I asked all of these before, but I actually don't remember any of these.
You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you?
You're right, I'm from 2,000 years in the future.
2,000 years? Please.
Okay, I had this conversation before. You've all been turned into golden statues.
I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times. But it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it.
Okay, that's all the questions I had.
Now, was there something...
Can we talk about who's gonna break the
Of course.
golden
What
rule?
is it?
I've already figured out how to stop at least one person from breaking it. What happens now?
Well, if you stopped one person from breaking it and you're still here, then there must be someone else about to break it still. Allow me to explain. When I discovered the ritual to Proserpina, the instructions came with a warning about paradoxes. The crux of it is this.